In 2008, an Oklahoma State University research project was started to try and measure the success of the pheasant and quail surrogators by wildlife management technologies.
Well, probably the main thing we learned, or that really stuck out to me throughout the project was, unlike a lab where you can control one variable at a time, when you're doing research in the field, Mother Nature still has a lot of control. And that was very frustrating, because some releases you may be during a drought, other ones you may be during floods or hailstorms, and that's one thing you didn't want to monitor, but it had a big impact on it. And a lot of times I tell people that Mother Nature still has an impact on how good your surrogator work, but in most cases I'll say it can make a bad year a lot better and a good year great. So you see improvements, just Mother Nature has some impact.
Grad students Jacob Hagan and Lee Ham charted everything, from the number of birds released to the number of birds harvested and everything in between.
There were several components to this study. One was obviously telemetry, where we put radio collars on the chicks when they were released from the surrogator, monitored survival, what caused mortality, movements. We also did predator surveys. We wanted to find out if we concentrated enough birds on a piece of property, would you increase your predator numbers? And gladly, we did not see any difference via mammalian or avian predators in predator numbers on there. We also did several habitat studies. What type of habitat are they using? We did insect studies, what's the invertebrate population, how'd that affect survival? We banded every release so that when we harvest birds, we could find out which release they're from, how far they'd moved. If they moved off a property, we had a phone number for them to call. So really just got a tremendous amount of data that's gonna help us help people increase their bird numbers. The only thing we're trying to do there is so it won't slide off their foot. Number one, that there's been very little research on chicks, so we were somewhat of a pioneer. We had our challenges as far as getting transmitters to stay on the back of a bird. For instance, the first year we tried to glue them, and no matter what kind of glue we put on there, the transmitters fell off within a day. We also had some banding issues. We tried several different kinds, so had some challenges early on. The exciting part is, after we got it going, we got some great data. We harvested almost 22% of the roosters we released, and if you figure the rule of thumb is that winter mortality due to hunter is about a third, our estimations of a 60% survival is pretty accurate. From a bobwhite quail standpoint, same thing. We had control fields and fields where we did releases, and on the fields where we did releases, we had 8 times as many birds.
With the project complete, Jason is hoping more and more people see the value in using surrogators to increase their bird population.
What we want to continue to do is partner with people, try to do what all society is doing, where you take technology and make it a part of improving things, because frankly, we're losing the battle of birds. No matter where you look anymore, bird numbers continue to go down, and some places are nearly gone, and we want to help people accomplish their goals of having more birds on their property.